This is going to be good for anyone that is struggling to grow on social media. You aren't getting clients or buyers from social media. You get overwhelmed by all the things to post. And when I started in this space, I saw social media as a problem to solve, and so I really dove into it. I started with YouTube, and YouTube for me was like, why is a child that's eating potato chips going viral when a famous person gets absolutely no attention? And it was something that I had to solve. And so I cracked the code on YouTube, and then I won my employer at the time social media awards, and then went on to work for they were a public figure, and then I helped them to launch a TV network on YouTube, growing it from 12 viewers to 500,000. And then I went viral on YouTube, grew my own YouTube channel. It's not massive, but I haven't been super consistent on it, because YouTube at one point took my entire channel down for political reasons. We won't get into that. It's back up now, so I'm starting to post back on it. But then once I cracked the YouTube code, and I started, and I went on and I grew 2 other public figures social media on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram organically, and then Instagram I grew mine with ads, about 1,000 followers a week, and I'm going to talk to you about how I did that. And then I'm also a macro influencer over on TikTok, mastered the TikTok algorithm. And then over on LinkedIn, I have been able to grow accounts from social media from 5,000% in 2 weeks with the content that I provide. So that's some of the results that I've been able to produce and around social media. And it can be so frustrating for people when you just don't know what to do, and it gets very, very overwhelming. So hopefully we'll get rid of some of that overwhelm today. So let's talk a little bit about what to post on social media, because a lot of times we want to be a brain on a stick, and we get super excited about what we're going to post, and then nobody cares, right? And so there is a wonderful thing called neuromarketing, and I'm going to make it super simple for you today. Neuromarketing is basically having extra empathy and caring about other people and what they're struggling with more than how amazing your thing is. More, we could go into how amazing your product is, how amazing your service is, how amazing this is, and how much you know. But nobody's going to care unless you care about them first, okay? And there's also things in your marketing that stop people in the feed, dopamine, fonts, all of that. I'm going to try to stay on the high level of things so that you really can grab the simplicity of this and not dive too deep. If you want to deep dive into one of the platforms, I've got a couple of courses for that. Okay. So the number one thing that you want to post on social media, and this is true for absolutely everybody, no matter if you sell services, you sell products, you want to become an influencer, whatever it is, you want to, well, actually, there are some influencers out there that don't post this, but I'll talk about what they post in a second. You want to focus on the problems that your ideal client is experiencing. And this is where a lot of people mess up, because they want to be super smart, they want to be super intelligent. I've done this too. And you go out there and you create some really intelligent content. Nobody cares about it because they are problem aware. They're not solution aware. And so if you go into your solution and how amazing your solution is, and your ideal customers, clients, whatever, don't really know the transformation that they're going to get from whatever it is that you offer, you've got to bring them through this process. And that's why it's really, really, really important to know what problems you solve. What's the transformation that your business delivers, right? The transformation that you deliver, that's the benefits of whatever it is that you offer. And you can talk about the transformation that you deliver online. You can talk about, and you talk about the problems. So it could be ultimate promise related to the problem. It could be the transformation that you deliver. It could be an actual problem, and you state that. So you always, always, always want to state the problem first, or an ultimate solution that's going to draw people in. You might hear some people online call this a hook. And this is true if you are writing something. It's true if you have a graphic. It's true if you have a video. It doesn't matter what type of content it is. You've got to start with their problem, the ultimate promise, what it is that you're going to give them, what transformation they're going to, experience, or if it's some sort of pressing problem that they have. Then you go into their desire. What is it that they want, right? And you can do that with storytelling. I love it if you have a solid testimonial. And you could say, I could say, in fact, I'll use this example. You're struggling on social media. Nobody cares about your content. You're not getting any leads. Do you want to actually grow your social media, begin to get an ROI from your social media, organic buyers, organic leads, and actually be able to depend on your social media to support your business, right? And then you want to end with tension. And that tension is the call to action. If you want this, then you've got to book a call with me, right? So that is sort of this formula. And when I actually did that formula the first time over on LinkedIn, I got 9 clients, right? And so when you follow this formula, you're going to start to speak to people's needs. You're going to share a story of transformation. Maybe like I would go into a client that she came to me. She had been working for 2 years. She had a Facebook group. She was going live every day, every week, and nobody cared about any of her stuff. She came to me. She said, if I come to you, I need a client immediately. All right. She said in 30 days. We worked together. She got a client in 2 weeks. And all we did was change that messaging that she is sharing online and sharing with her lead magnets and sharing on her website, and how she was actually communicating what she had to offer. And you start with your services and you reverse engineer it. So that's the number one. So if you do not know what to post, make a list today of what the problems are that your clients are experiencing, your ideal clients are experiencing right now. What emotional struggles are they dealing with? And then you're going to state that problem. If you do a graphic, that's going to be on your graphic. If you do a video, that's going to be your hook. And then you're going to go into the story, or you're going to give some tips. If you want to educate, you can absolutely educate. You always want to lead people to your website. Okay? So there always should be a call to action. It should either be to follow you, it should be to DM you, it should be to go to your website. I like to send people to my website, and when I work with my clients, I send that traffic to their website. Why? Because you're sending people on a journey of working with you to know, like, and trust you. And when you send people to your website, they're checking you out, they're getting to know you, and if they don't opt in, if you set things up correctly, you're collecting all the people that are actually coming to your website for 180 days, and you're going to retarget those people with a lead magnet for $5 a day, right? And your leads then should be under $1. And you're going to get those people in your email list. And then those people are more likely to convert. Why? Because you've been giving and giving and giving and giving value online, talking about their problems and how you solve those problems. Now they're super interested. Now you gave them a new tool, something that's free, that is going to further their journey with you, and you're giving them sort of a sample of what it's like to work with you, your services, your products, whatever it may be. If you're in the product-based business, this might be a coupon, and maybe you do a low dollar offer or something like that, right? If you are in a service base, it will be a lead magnet. One of the tools that I love to use, because it is important how you say things, right? Because you could go out there and you could state a problem, and if it doesn't resonate emotionally with emotional words, power words, uncommon words, all of these different things, it could fall flat. So there is a social media, or not social media, a software that's free that you can go out and use today. It's coschedule.com, and they have a free tool called the Headline Analyzer. So when you go out there and you create your social media graphics, this is one trick that I used when I was a CMO working for a TV station and a television show, and we wanted to grow the social media. And what was interesting is I had to work with there were those that were on the television show, and then there were the children of the people that were on the TV show, and they were very, very passionate about Instagram, let me tell you. And they were convinced that they knew how to grow, right? Which they didn't, by the way, but they were convinced. And so I had to have some sort of data to prove to them that I was posting the right content, right? And so that's how I discovered it. It gives you a nice score. It's going to tell you if you are scoring the right thing. So I would sit in the TV program. I would take all of these quotes from the TV program, and then I would go into the Headline Analyzer, rewrite it so that it's going to get clicks and likes, and people are going to love it. That is what organically grew their Instagram. Okay? So the Headline Analyzer is going to be your best friend. Now, there is a difference between content marketing and social media marketing. And I wanted to bring this up because it can be confusing. And if you're not a marketer, you don't really know what's what, right? So just brief description, content marketing is going to be content you put on your blog, on your website, right? Social media marketing is going to be anything you post on social media. Now, content marketing, people focus in on SEO, and they focus in on driving traffic to that content, and that content then turns people into leads and buyers. Why? Because it is optimized for your products, for people to buy things. If you use affiliate links, your affiliate links are in the blog. If you do lead generation, you have a lead magnet in there. If you sell products, you have your products embedded in there so people can buy them. That is content marketing, okay? And then the social media marketing, you're going to be posting, leading people to a landing page. If you're and we're going to dive down into like each platform in a minute. Let's talk about what goes viral. I'm actually going to, there's an actual science behind this. So there are 17 categories that go viral online. So if you want to get attention, you want to grow, obviously I already talked about one of them, and that was the quotes, right? And any type of emotional content, anytime you can shock anybody, anytime you can produce an emotion, because you want to ask, what do you want your community to feel, right? If you post something and they don't feel anything, then you are posting incorrectly, right? You want to make sure that you are posting things that produce emotion. And we'll talk about that a little bit deeper in a minute when I touch on the types of content to post. But let's talk about what goes viral. I'm going to give you a list here. The first one is survival, enjoyment of life, and life extension. Okay? If you look at Mr. Beast, that's what he does all his content on. Okay? That's why he goes viral nonstop. So if you wanted to be Mr. Beast, you would just go out there, create a YouTube channel on survival, enjoying life, and life extension. Okay? You can also do that if you wanted to viral anything. You could do that. Enjoyment of food and beverages. Pictures of food is one of the top things that go viral. So if you love food, guess what? You know, you could go and just eat food. In fact, you will see people on TikTok and Instagram eating food while they are talking. That is a strategy that you can absolutely use if you want to, and you will get more views because people love food and is something that we cannot, these are all things that we biologically cannot ignore. Okay, so when you go out there and you want more attention, you could be talking about anything, sitting in your kitchen making food, and you're gonna get more views. Okay, if you go out and taste test at a restaurant, bring the food home, and you're gonna do a taste test and talk about whatever you're gonna talk about, you're gonna get more engagement. Okay, let's go on. That's number 2. Freedom from fear, pain, and danger. Romantic relationships, comfortable living conditions, to be superior, winning, keeping up with the Joneses, and care and protection of loved ones, and social approval. These are the top 8. They're the most powerful. Okay, and what I do with my clients is when they come to me and I'm doing their messaging, I match their services with these pieces of content, these, viral pieces of categories, so that if we're creating their content, their social media, or if they're creating their social media and they need more eyes on their content, they know exactly what to do. They know which category and what to talk about related to their services to get more attention online and start to grow. Okay, now if we talk about this, like, we can't shake our desire to eat, we can't suppress our will to survive, you can't squash your desire for physical comfort. Okay, you can't stop caring whether or not your child looks both ways before crossing the street. Okay, these are all things we cannot ignore, and that's why they go viral. And then there are 9 other ones. These 9 are learned. Okay, so the first ones I talked about, those are biological, locked in. We cannot ignore these things, and so when we see these things on social media, we can't ignore them. That's why they go viral, right? Anytime you can tap into people's emotions related to those things, guess what? You're going to get a massive amount of engagement. Okay, and we'll talk about in a minute how you can harness this. Okay, so these are the 9 learned. They're not as powerful because these are learned things. Okay, number 1 is to be informed. Number 2 is curiosity. 3 is cleanliness of body and surroundings. So you see a lot of cleaning videos go viral. Efficiency, convenience, dependability, quality, expression of beauty and style, economy and profit, and bargains. Okay, so now that you know the viral things, the categories that go viral, and you know that you've got to be talking about your ideal client's problems, so you know how to get attention, you know what you need to be posting content on, and how you need to be posting that content, and how you need to be analyzing that content to make sure it's powerful enough. Now let's talk about the types of content. This is specific for businesses that actually want to get clients from social media, buyers from social media. Okay, the first one is going to be credibility. And let's talk about credibility, because credibility is not just putting a very intelligent blog out. Okay, credibility is not, oh hey, I've got this amazing product here. Credibility is what transformation are you delivering, and it goes back to the problem that you solve. What problem do they have? Giving them some valuable free information, or talk about the transformation. If you have a product, a physical product, you're going to double down on that story, the transformational story, right? I sold a supplement company out in 48 hours with their organic video. I sold out their main store, the Amazon store, and the manufacturer. Why? Because I used shock, I used survival and comfort of living, and I did a really strong, and I told a story, and I grossed people out, to be honest. It was about getting rid of parasites, and I said how I got rid of thousands of parasites and 1 foot long. I wasn't lying. And I shared about this product that completely got rid of these parasites. It goes viral, sells out, and then I got tons of free product from the suppliers and all of that kind of stuff. So that went viral. And then I have another one. I sold roach killer. Now, you might not think, well, Amy, how are you going to sell roach killer? How are you going to make a viral video about roach killer? Nobody cares about roach killer. I started my video, it's comfort of living, right? I want cleanliness. I want comfort of living. I'm keeping up with the Joneses, right? Survival, because sometimes if you got roaches, it feels like you're surviving. And I said, how I got rid of roaches in 1 week. Shared the products that I used. That video has millions and millions and millions of views. And it continues to produce, and people continue to go into Amazon. They go on a shopping spree. They buy the product, and anything else that they buy, I make money off of. Okay? And then the other thing is, I do want to mention, when I first figured this how to go viral out on demand, I created a video and I put it on a brand new Instagram account, and I wanted to test it. I wanted to see if I could just produce a viral video on demand, and it got 5.5 million views. It's probably my most popular video because I was purposely trying to make this thing go viral. And I really doubled down on the emotion. I really doubled down on survival. I really, it was a survival video is really what it was. It was care of loved ones. Yeah. So anytime you want something to go viral, these are the categories you're going to focus on. This is how you're going to create hooks and things, and you're going to craft whatever you're going to say is using these categories. Okay. Connection. Connection is going to be anything that is going to connect you with your ideal client and build relationships. Okay. You're a XYZ when, you're a cat lover when, you're a single mom when, you're going to create some sort of connection. Okay. And the reason why you're doing that is what? You're building relationships with people on your social media, and you're posting social media for people that don't know you, and also for your clients and the people that currently buy from you. Okay. So you want to continue to connect with people. You can entertain people. You can post funny things, whatever it is. Every once in a while, I'll post something I think is funny. Now, sometimes my humor is not what everyone else's humor is. You just test things out, right? You can put a meme out there, those sort of things. Conversion is very important. I think that most people actually forget this. Conversion is, I'm going live when, these are the ways to work with me. These are the services I offer. Hey, this month I'm doing a promo. Okay? You should be doing quarterly promotions on social media. And if you don't post about those things, nobody's going to know. Okay? And where you post those things depends on the platform. Quotes, inspirational quotes, emotional quotes. Quotes that make people feel something is what you want. You can grow pretty much any social media platform just on quotes alone, okay? So mixing those into your whatever you have to offer, that is going to, maybe you just, post a quote at the end of the day. Maybe you go to Pinterest, look for some inspirational quotes, take a picture, post it, right? Or just grab the idea, make your own in Canva, post it, right? You're just giving some encouragement. Over on LinkedIn, maybe you reshare a quote, right? Maybe you don't have time to create your own. Maybe you just reshare it from one of the already viral pages that do quotes, because again, quotes are how you grow, right? How you make people feel. If you go to Boss Babes, if you've ever seen that, that's all they do. Why? Because that continues to grow their platform. Okay, and then we're going to talk about, and then conversation starters, you can ask people questions. You go to Threads right now, you'll get tons of conversation starters for free, because that's the only thing that people are posting is conversation starters, okay? And then those are the categories you want to make sure that you're posting. And then let's dive into some of the different platforms and how you're going to grow on the different platforms. Now, the first one I want to talk about is Instagram. You have to love Instagram to grow Instagram, because I'll tell you, I grew one account. It was over 10,000. As I mentioned, I grew it with an ad. I grew it by 1,000 people a week, and then I hated it. I had to delete it, guys. Don't hate me for it, but I deleted it. It was just too much. Okay, so you have to know that if you grow an Instagram account, not only are you posting the feed, but you can't just post it and leave it. You have to post it, and then you got to put stories. You've got to create your stories, and stories is where all the selling takes place, and everything happens in DMs. People are going to be messaging you nonstop. Okay, so if you grow Instagram, know that that's the tree you're barking up. Now, some people love it. That is their platform, and if it is your platform, then go all in. Okay. Now, there's 2 ways to grow Instagram. Well, there's 3 ways to grow Instagram. Number 1, you're going to post emotional quotes every once in a while. People may not initially care about your informational content. They may not care about the things that you have to offer. That's okay. You're going to go in there, you're going to keep that content up, and you're going to get more eyes on the emotional content that's going to draw people in, the quotes, and then they're going to see your other content, and your account's going to grow. Okay. And then what you're going to do is, or you could run an ad in stories. You just say, again, problem. You share the problem. Do you deal with XYZ? Well, this is my story. Follow me for more tips on XYZ. It's that simple. You do a little 60-second video. You're going to put it into stories, do an ad in stories, and your Instagram's going to grow. Okay. The next one organically is going to be Reels. Now, you can do Reels with quotes. I'd highly recommend that you double down on Reels to get more views versus the graphics, although I do still do some graphics. And I'll say this is with the Reels, what people want is they want a hook on the image, on the video, and they want to read the information down below, go in depth down below in the description. Okay, that's if you want to grow. And then of course you're going to use all the hashtags you can. And the reason why you do that is because people are going to stay on your video longer, they're going to watch longer, and it's going to pull people in. Okay, you don't, on Instagram, you don't want to use the whole I'm putting tons of content on the video just to get people to sit there and read it so that I get more views. It doesn't cut it. Okay, so you need that strong hook, and then anything that you go in super in depth with is going to be in the comments. Now, you can do highly edited Reels if you want to do that. People are going to love that over on Instagram. And you can use a lot of the different templates and things. But just remember that anything you put in the feed is new people, and your followers, it's your stories, it's your DMs. And then let's talk about TikTok. So I have almost 105,000. I was at 105,000 people, and then they banned my account for a while when they had these new community guidelines. I took a break for a month. I lost 200-300 people. Now I think I'm at 104.6. I took a break for a month. It was the best thing I ever did for my mental health. TikTok is different in that in order to go viral, you have to jump on a trend. Okay? If you're going to sell products on TikTok, it has to be a trend. If it's not trending, you're not going to be able to, you might be able to sell to the 200 people that see your video, but you're not going to actually make some sales. So I made $10,000 in 1 week selling leggings because they were going viral. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to go into Creator Insights inside the app, and it's going to tell you what's going viral. It's going to tell you the hashtags that are going viral. It's going to tell you what content people are searching for that there's not enough content for, and if you create content around it, you're going to actually get some eyes on your content. And go in there and see what products are trending. If you're going to promote a product, you're going to look at that. Go ahead and in your niche, you can actually go on the website as well and you're going to look at the hashtags, the trending hashtags, and you're going to look in your niche. What are the hashtags that are trending in your niche? Look at the videos that are trending, and ask yourself, how can I add value to this conversation? Now, if you're not very good at hooks, or you want more attention, you can go to that viral video, stitch it, and a stitch is basically you're cutting. TikTok allows you to cut the first couple of seconds of that person's video, and then you add your 2 cents. So you're already harnessing their hook and what they have used to cause it to go viral, and then you're adding your 2 cents. So that's a great way, if you're a beginner, to get some viral content. Okay, so always make sure that it's something that is going viral, or you shock the heck out of them, like I did, right? And you are going into talking about these viral pieces of these viral categories. You're going to focus on the 17 top human needs, or the 8 biological ones we cannot ignore. Your hook is going to be about that. Who can use Instagram? Instagram is, I think it's been around long enough. There's enough businesses out there of all types. Okay. TikTok, it's best for product-based businesses, although there are a lot of service-based. Just keep in mind, people are there because they're binging. And so you're going to get less committed people. That's why I use that platform. I went viral on it for my own personal story, my own personal journey. I share purposely things to shock people. I go viral for looking young when I'm in my 50s. I sell an anti-aging serum. I sell other anti-aging stuff and women's products. I do product promotion for e-commerce brands. I get like 15 requests a day, and I make money off of that. So I use that more as my influencer marketing thing. So, and I have mostly women that follow me, right? I talk about my dating life. We talk about anti-aging, being over 50. I talk about food. I talk about mental health. I talk about a variety of things, but I'm not there. And I do talk a little bit about marketing as well, but I'm not there specifically to find clients for my marketing agency, because I recognized early on that the people that were there were all there just for the quick fix. I had a lead magnet that went viral on how to create and sell online courses, and everybody that actually downloaded it, that ended up in my email list, wanted just to get rich quick. Okay, so I no longer really go heavy and promote my business over on TikTok, although I will go live, and I will use that live to repurpose the content for other platforms. But just keep in mind that TikTok is great, but I get paid to make a video. If a video goes viral, I get paid for the video. I get paid to promote products. I get paid when people buy stuff from me. So I just keep it there. It works really, really great for the brands that I actually work with and that I serve, because I can promote their products on my platform if it's a fit. Okay, Pinterest. Pinterest is more content marketing. You're going to post you get your blog up there, and you're going to drive traffic. Probably one of the biggest mistakes people make, especially in the product-based arena. Y'all upload your products into Pinterest and you think I'm good. And you create these beautiful pins, but it's not enough. Pinterest is all about quantity and SEO and quality as well, but you can use AI now with Tailwind to produce pins for you. You should be doing 15 to 24 pins a day to get traction on Pinterest. It is the fastest platform to produce results and get traffic to your website. It is good for most niches. Service-based, absolutely. Product-based, absolutely. If you're not sure, go out and see if your competitors are out there. Go out there and see if people are searching for what you have to offer. That is going to bring you organic traffic to your website, to your blog. People are going to learn about your business, and hopefully, if you have it set up correctly, it's going to produce buyers and leads into your business. LinkedIn. Let's talk about LinkedIn. Oh, actually, let me say a little bit about Pinterest too. I use a software called the Pin Inspector, where it pulls and sucks out all the SEO from Pinterest. So it tells me what is trending, what keywords to use on a specific topic, and that is very, very helpful too. So you use the headline analyzer that I talked about previously, along with the SEO, and you use Tailwind to create all of the posts for you, and you got your blogs. You're good. Um, then LinkedIn is different than all the other platforms because they make you pay to connect with people. They want you to pay for Sales Navigator, and that's where you know, reach out to people and you communicate and all that. Sales Navigator is equal to Instagram stories and DMs. Okay, so when you are actually going out there and you're growing your LinkedIn and you just post on your personal profile, it's not enough. You have to have a business profile, and you want to track that data. I use a social media platform called SocialBee because for my clients, because it allows me to actually see who is seeing their posts, how many people are seeing their posts, and are we using the right hashtags to reach the right people? And that's what my main concern is. And so you can grow your LinkedIn page by paying to promote blog posts and information, and also by paying for followers. Okay, and people do get leads from doing that. So if you are on LinkedIn, yes, your personal profile is important. Your page is even more important if you want to use content to actually grow. And that it's also important to know that the pieces of content that go viral are all pages. YouTube. Who should use it? Pretty much everybody. And I love YouTube because it's a great place to record, to put podcasts, to put all kinds of videos, to you know, get your videos in Google within 5 minutes. That's one of the things I do for clients. And then you can repurpose all of that content, and you know, you have content for a month from one video. I love YouTube. And the other thing is that according to LinkedIn, it is, from a B2B perspective, the number 2 platform to be on. So you really can't lose with YouTube. The other reason why I love it is that people get to know, like, and trust you because you have so many videos out that they are faster to become clients than any other platform. That's super important to understand. They are searching for very specific things related to you, just like over on Pinterest, because it's SEO. They're searching for an answer to a problem. And if you have content that is answering that problem, then they're going to watch your video, and you've got it ranked. They're going to watch your video. They're going to binge your videos. They're going to get to know you, know, like, and trust you, and then they become clients faster. Okay? So I absolutely love YouTube. You can also speed YouTube up with ads. You can do, what I love about YouTube ads is you can put a video up there, and you can enter in only the keywords that you want to be found for. So if your ideal client, you know, is going to search for X, Y, and Z term, and you know that, you put that in there, then anytime somebody searches for that term, your video will come up to them. And so then you're only paying for high quality views. You're not getting sucked up into this, oh, I need all these, you know, subscribers and all this stuff. What you really want to focus on with YouTube is their analytics. Watch time is the most important thing. You want your watch time to grow. If your watch time grows, your channel will grow. Number 2 is going to be your thumbnails. And your thumbnails absolutely need to be at least 3% or higher conversion rate, because you want to get as much traffic into your videos as possible. And it can take up to 3 months or longer for a video to go viral on YouTube. So that's really important to understand. If you use shorts on YouTube, you're going to actually get a faster ROI. You'll get more eyes on your content because YouTube is trying to compete with TikTok. They're pushing those out without SEO. And then you want to make sure on YouTube that you always put links to your free downloads, your store, whatever it is, so that people can go along the customer journey, visit your website, end up in your email list, etc. And especially if you're paying to promote, that's a great way to get leads. Now, what's interesting about Facebook is a lot of people would say, oh, Facebook's dead. But there are people that are trying to grow over on Instagram, and all of a sudden they start posting on Facebook, they go viral, right? And if you don't know this, Facebook and Instagram have already become basically on the back end the same app. And they have been trying to integrate it slowly and over quite a while, right? Eventually it'll be one end of the same. So if you struggle over on Instagram, try to give Facebook a whirl, and just know and understand that eventually they're just going to migrate the two, right? And Facebook page is very, very easy to grow. You just pay to promote it. You target the right people, and you are going to grow your Facebook. And then Twitter and X, I feel like a lot of people in the business world use Twitter. And it's, you can pay to get your content seen. Is it great for lead generation and all that? Not the best, but it does bring attention to your content. There are people out there that are, there are communities that are very avid about specific topics that will search out content. And so if you're using the right hashtags and things and people are looking for you, you're going to be found, okay? And so I think that it's still worth it to post there. And I definitely have my clients posting on Twitter and Twitter X. Reddit I love, because you can go in there and you can comment and bring great value, and you can get clients that way, where a lot of people do that on Facebook groups too. But if you create a group or subreddit on a topic, and you start to post your social media content, like your YouTube videos or whatever it may be, in that group, you're going to get more traffic. And so that's one thing I actually do with my YouTube channel. I take my YouTube videos, I put them on Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, I'll post it on LinkedIn, and then get all that traffic into my YouTube channel. So I know that this was a lot of content. You're probably overwhelmed. I will keep this video up so that you can rewatch it, take some notes, and if you have any questions, let me know. For those of you that have, kind of taken in all of this and you're like, I'm still frustrated, I really could still use some help, I do want to mention that I have a coaching program. It's $690. I do your messaging for you, hand you, this is what you've got to post to get leads, to get clients, to actually get people to care about your stuff. And then we also go through a marketing strategy to actually turn that traffic into buyers, what has to happen in the next 90 days. And we narrow down all of the ideas to, get you focused, right? So what's going to have the biggest impact, how confident we are it's going to work, how easy it'll be to get done. And, I offer services where I do stuff for you, but this is more for, I really like to have people go through that strategy piece first, because it sets expectations. It helps you if you don't have the budget to be, paying an agency to do marketing for you. It helps you to have a path to grow and know exactly what you have to do in order to get there, and what you've got to do to grow your business, and helps you to have somebody to ask the questions to, and kind of guide you through that process, because it can be a little bit difficult. If that sounds interesting to you, the best thing to do is to schedule a strategy call with me, free discovery call on my website, acalltothrive.com, and we'll chat about your business specifically, and if I think I can help you. Because if I can't help you, if I don't think I can help you, I'm not going to take you on as a client, right? So, and that I work with e-commerce businesses, service-based businesses, and also those that want to be influencers. So those are the three categories. And then I also have tons of courses that you can get and a mastermind that I had launched about 2 months ago. And I'm still loading content into that, but we've got about, I think we are maybe 44 members right now, and that's an app. So you can check that out if you want as well. So guys, thanks for attending my little training today. Let me know if it was helpful. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next live.